Hey everyone. I went to go see Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and I gotta say that it wasn't very good. I really wanted it to be good. It was just, it was really disjointed. Now, first off, the CGI was terrible. You can tell when they were, right before a green screen. And I don't know what VFX company they went through, but it just, especially when the fast motion, the only thing I will say that was good was the one-eyed monster. That CGI was really good, but everything else, it was just really bad. This project seemed rushed, yet I knew it wasn't, and it seems like they cut a lot out, right? Now, for cameos, a lot of people want to know the cameos and who was in it. Really, we didn't get very much. We got Bruce Campbell, who, of course, it's a Sam Raimi movie, and the horror element was there, but it didn't really fit with the movie, and it wasn't scary. There wasn't any really jump scares. I don't do well with jump scares, and it wasn't scary by any means. But anyways, the cameos. I told you about Bruce Campbell. He was in the post credit scene again. I don't want to explain the whole movie, but yeah, he was in the movie and then in the post credit scene. We all waited for that, and it was just him. We saw him before. But the other cameos, right? The Illuminati. We got Black Bolt, Peggy Carter, Professor X, and Captain Marvel as Monica Rambeau, and Mr. Fantastic, played by John Krasinski. Now, Reed Richards' Mr. Fantastic by John Krasinski was my favorite by far. He wasn't in it a lot, though. When Scarlet Witch come to kill the Illuminati or whatever, basically to try and stop her, they try to stop her from getting America Chavez, because that's the whole movie. She's after America Chavez to use the multiversal power to be with her kids, which is kind of weird because she can use the Darkhold to possess another Wanda, right? She can use the Darkhold to possess another Wanda, but she wants America Chavez to steal one of her children from another her. Anyways, so she goes there and she fights the Illuminati. The first to die is Black Bolt. And they say something like, "This is Black Bolt. He can kill you with a whisper of his mouth." And all of a sudden, skin goes over his lips, and he can't. And then all of a sudden, like, his head implodes, like someone shot him from the inside, and then he falls down. Then John Krasinski, Mr. Fantastic, he tries to reach at her with his stretched arm, and she turns him into like ribbons or something. Now, it's kind of interesting to me that the men are the first to die and are not able to fight. Then Peggy Carter goes after her. There's a scuffle, and she gets cut in half by her own shield. Then Captain Marvel goes after her and gets crushed by a statue. Finally, Professor X tries to go into her mind, and like I said, she possesses other Wandas from other multiverses, and that's what they're doing. They're in a different multiverse with the Illuminati. And he goes in there and tries to rescue the Wanda from Inner Mind, and the Scarlet Witch just comes behind him and snaps his neck. This isn't the multiversal Illuminati either. This isn't very. They don't have a lot of power. They're from a universe that Doctor Strange was corrupted by the Darkhold, and Black Bolt had to kill him with a scream. It was kind of one of those things where he sacrificed himself. But anyways, it was really weird, and there was a couple of woke messaging in there. Like, for example, America Chavez. She says, "Food is free in every universe I've been to. It's weird that you pay for it." And it's like, food is free. How? That sounds kind of like a socialism, communist kind of thing to put in your movie. And it's like, who makes your food? What do you have slaves? How does that work? That doesn't make sense. Anyways, of course, from the comics, we see her two moms. Marvel has to put in that woke messaging. It's like, here you go. Now, some other things. Scarlet Witch's power is inconsistent. It really is. She can fire beams of red light or whatever. She can tear things apart. She can bring things down. And I get that it's super powerful, but at least explain your power. And I guess her power comes largely from the Darkhold, but it's just weird. The Zombie Strange makeup, really bad. And the thing that took me out of it was in his makeup. I mean, you have like access to people who can do The Walking Dead, their makeup. It was so great. But with his makeup, when he's Zombie Strange, you can even see the pinks, the pink eyelids of his eyes. It was just it was like cosplay. It was like really bad cosplay. It wasn't good at all. The mid-credit scene was Doctor Strange walking on the street in New York, and Clea comes behind him and says, "Hey, there's an incursion and we have to stop it." An incursion is when two universes, like the wall between two universes, go away or whatever. And she opens up a portal to that dimension where in Doctor Strange 1 Dormammu was. She opens up that one, which is the dark dimension. So they're going to the dark dimension, and they go through. Now, here's what I don't understand. First of all, the eye makeup, the CGI eye on Doctor Strange, terrible. It's so weird looking. And you can see it in the trailer, but it's so bad. Anyways, he uses the Darkhold in the movie and he gets his third eye, right? But then at the end of the movie, Wanda pretty much kills herself. She destroys the temple where the Darkhold is, and it falls on her. And even though she destroys all the Darkholds in all of the universes, Doctor Strange gets his third eye. So that didn't make sense to me. But yeah, they go to this Wondergoal Mountain, I think, something like that. It's weird, like Wondergoal Mountain, and there's this big temple, and they mention Chthon. Chthon is he's the creator of the Darkhold, but you don't see Chthon. You see those monsters that you see in the trailer. There's 4 of them actually, and they're in all corners of the temple. And she's like, "This isn't a temple, this is a throne." And basically it's meant for her, the Scarlet Witch, to do whatever she wants. That's why she has to destroy it, because she goes through this whole thing. She is the main villain. There's no other villain. She's the main villain of the whole movie. And she goes through all of this trying to go through Doctor Strange. She kills so many people. And then she finally goes into a universe. America Chavez opens up a portal to a universe, and she sees her kids, and her kids are scared of her. And because her kids are scared of her and see her as a monster, she abandons it all. She's like, "Okay, never mind. I'm done. I'm not going to do this anymore." Destroys the temple. America Chavez, Doctor Strange go, and so does Wong. And it's one of those movies you almost see the whole movie through the trailer. Except for the Illuminati. And like I said, I was going to this movie to see the Illuminati. I was really disappointed. We only got probably like 5 minutes of Black Bolt, Mr. Fantastic, Peggy Carter, Monica Rambeau. And I also think, like I said, I think it's really weird that, the 2 men are dead. I mean, just look at what the MCU is doing now with the woke leftist stuff. Look at all the characters. So you have the Hulk. She-Hulk is replacing him. You have Captain America, and he's replaced. Then you have Iron Man. Riri Williams, the black teenager, the female black teenager, is supposed to, take on his mantle or whatever. It's in the comics. Like I said, all of this stuff is in the comics, but it's interesting they're doing it all now. And Kevin Feige said he wants more women to be in the MCU than men. So he wants more female heroes than men. Like I said, I'm not saying that's bad, but it's interesting that this stuff is super woke now. I mean, even Ant-Man has, Stature, Loki, or not Stature, but the Wasp and Stature. Loki as female Loki. I mean, all of this stuff, every white male is being replaced. I just think that's interesting. Now, I know I'm a white male myself, but it's just strange to see all this stuff happen. But anyways, I would give this movie like a 3 or 4 out of 10. My wife went to go see it with me. She hated it. Uh, she kind of knows the MCU, but I'm kind of done with it all. I'm not gonna go see Thor: Love and Thunder. It's clear that Kevin Feige cut out a lot of stuff. There's no Deadpool. There's no, a lot of Ultimate characters. It's not whimsical at all. It seems like it's just like a bare bones thing, and it went by super fast. The 2 hours, the 2 hour runtime or whatever. Um, I would say if you haven't seen it, wait for it on Disney Plus or whatever. I was just really disappointed. Anyways, like I said, I'm not gonna go see Thor: Love and Thunder. I'm not gonna watch any more of their TV shows or anything like that. I'm just kind of done. Anyways, I'll talk to you all later. Bye.